moving on to another topic that I care deeply about, which is men having really just the same treatment as women do when it comes to the legal system, when it comes to justice. When women were just allowed to make allegations and ruin a man's life, if those allegations are proven wrong, I believe women should serve time in prison. I really do. And so I was very ecstatic to read this story, quite a plot twist, regarding Nick Carter. Nick Carter, formerly of the Backstreet Boys, has just won a major legal battle against an accuser. A judge is allowing him to countersue her, which should always be the circumstance if you prove the allegations are not true. So I will back this up. A young woman named Melissa Schuman, she was in the band that was called Dream. I vaguely remember having that when I was a child, dancing to Dream music, made allegations that Nick Carter raped her. Those are obviously very serious allegations for somebody to say they were raped. And I'm glad, by the way, that she was able to explore those allegations, because if you are raped, you should obviously be allowed to go after the person that raped you. And in this circumstance, she said the Backstreet Boy, Nick Carter, did this. Well, it turns out that after investigating her claims, they were somehow able to confirm that she was not telling the truth. Now, I don't know how that was. I don't know how they were able to determine that her claims were false. It could be something as easy as a text chain. These are the things that typically work. When you say it shows that you were in a loving relationship, it shows that you were going back and forth, that you were, typically you're not going to hang out with your rapist for 3 years thereafter. Whatever the determination was, they determined that she was actually lying in the circumstance. And so what Nick Carter did then, after that was determined, is that he filed to be able to countersue her, obviously, for the stress and the agony and the pain that this has caused in his life, having to deal with that smear of being called a rapist. Well, she tried to block that. He's suing her for defamation, just to be clear. And she tried to block that. She and her father filed a motion to block his legal action. And yesterday, the judge came back and sided with Carter, denying her attempt to get the countersuit dismissed. They decided that Carter presented sufficient evidence to warrant his defamation case moving forward. So this is wonderful. For everybody that's marching in the streets demanding equal rights, for everyone who's saying, I'm a feminist and I just want equal rights for men and women, well, here it is. This is what it looks like. It means that you don't just hashtag believe women, but you believe facts, you explore the facts, and you give men that same opportunity to explain the facts. So she has nothing to fear if she's telling the truth, by the way. That is how it works legally. Truth is a defense, an automatic defense against defamation. And she seems worried because maybe she wasn't telling the truth. But I'm just happy that this case is happening. There needs to be more countersuits available for men who have to suffer the consequences of dealing with wrongly being called a rapist. All right, guys, if you like this video, you are definitely going to like the full episode even better. You can find it by clicking right here, and make sure to click the subscribe button because we're almost at 2 million followers.